The wolf did not snarl. He did not bare his teeth. He did not fight. He simply watched them. Watched their hands, their eyes, their silence. Because Fenrir already knew how this would end. Long before the chains, long before the lie, long before fear gave itself a name. Fenrir was not born a monster. He was raised among the gods themselves, fed by their hands, taught by their voices. He grew beneath their gaze, faster than storms, heavier than mountains, wider than the horizon. Each day his shadow stretched farther across the halls of the gods. Each night their unease deepened. The world was still whole then, the sky still unbroken, Ragnarök still a distant whisper. But fear had already taken root. The seers spoke when no one asked them to. Their voices were quiet. They always were. They said the wolf would break the world, that his jaws would devour the sun, that gods would fall between his teeth. They said Fenrir was not evil, only inevitable. The gods listened, and they chose fear. At first, they told themselves it was caution, a necessary act, a test. They forged a chain of iron, cold, heavy, unyielding. They wrapped it around Fenrir and challenged him to break free. The wolf laughed, not in mockery, but in understanding. He pulled once. The chain shattered like glass. The sound echoed through the realms. Ashamed, the gods tried again. A second chain was forged, thicker, stronger, blessed with runes and prayers. Fenrir allowed it, and broke that one too. Now the gods no longer spoke of balance. They spoke only of control, of endings, of prevention. The final binding was different. It did not clatter. It did not shine. It felt soft in the hands, light as silk, thin as breath, forged from things that do not exist. The sound of a cat's footstep, the roots of a mountain, the beard of a woman, the breath of a fish. Fenrir looked at it, and he understood. This was not a test. This was a prison. The wolf demanded a pledge, a sign of trust, a promise that this binding was not betrayal. A hand placed between his jaws. Silence followed. One god stepped forward, brave or foolish. The wolf allowed himself to be bound. The ribbon tightened, and the lie revealed itself. Fenrir snapped his jaws shut. The hand was severed, the scream swallowed by fate. The binding held. The wolf strained. The gods stepped back. The world shifted. Fenrir did not howl in pain. He howled in knowing. From that moment on, time moved differently. The future leaned forward. Ragnarök drew closer. The gods had secured the wolf, and in doing so, sealed their own end. The Norse told this story not to justify the gods, but to warn themselves. That fear creates the doom it tries to escape. That betrayal echoes longer than prophecy. That even gods cannot bind fate without paying its price. When Fenrir was bound, the end of the world did not begin with fire. It began with fear, and a choice that could never be undone.